Hi there, it's Lynette from Panacea Ranch. And, I had somebody message me on TikTok and ask me, how are you, Panacea Ranch? And so I went back to look at two introduction videos that I did a long time ago in the beginning. And I don't really feel like I hit on that. So what happened was how I came up with the name Panacea Ranch and why I named my channel that. In 1995, I was living in southern Utah, and my psychic friend that I had met when I moved there was living in Las Vegas at the time. And she was having a workshop weekend for people to learn first and second degree Reiki with a Reiki master at her house. So I was a single mom at the time, and I got my daughter, and we went to Las Vegas for the weekend to stay with my friend and to learn Reiki from a Reiki master, Susan Gardner. And so I went there and I learned first and second degree Reiki, and then with the idea of continuing to learn about healing and chakras and clearing the chakras so that your rhythm moves in, so that your energy moves in right rhythm with nature, to create ease, to heal dis-ease. And while I was learning all this stuff and everything around, because I also learned rebirthing, which also helps with healing, because you're putting a lot of oxygen into your body, especially your brain. And when you put a lot of oxygen in your body and your blood and everything, everything's going to move easier. And the creator of rebirthing, the man who came up with this type of meditation and named it, was Leonard Orr. And he said that a body full of oxygen can harbor no disease. So that stuck with me. And then what else did I learn? I was just learning about, placebos, and a couple of people gave me like books of herbal remedies and things like that, so it's in a box somewhere in the garage. I like to have it on hand so that I can easily access it and look things up to help with healing. And but I had this idea, I had this vision through meditation that I wanted to create a resort, like a ranch in the desert somewhere. And it would be a place where people could come to heal. And, and I wanted to have a lot of healers there of different types of healing, natural healing. And to have doctors and nurses on board to help with that in case someone needed assistance with something. And I was trying to think of a name of it, and I was like visualizing it and everything. And so I decided to look in a thesaurus, and I was looking up healing, and in the thesaurus, panacea was there, and it said panacea was a word for all healing. And so I was like, that's it, that's gotta be it. So I wanted to create a resort, a ranch where people could come and heal, and I wanted to name it Panacea Ranch. So that's where I came up with that name. And so yeah, that's my channel, and I just want to post things that either, Reiki is the ancient Japanese healing of the mind, body, and soul. So maybe some of the things I talk about, you wonder, what does that have to do with healing? Well, sometimes when you talk about things that people experience, and they hear someone else experiences it too. They're not alone. They're not crazy. You know, just their feelings, emotions, you know, whether it has to do with disease or just, you know, not being able to be happy. Being happy is part of being healthy. So some of my videos, most of my videos have to deal with how to get out of depression and how to bring more happiness into your life so that you can heal. You know, look at Patch Adams. You know, that was based on a true story. And, you know, I remember reading Reader's Digest, my mom's Reader's Digest when I was little, you know, laughter is the best medicine. And that was, you know, that always stuck with me too, you know. And when I was a little girl, I remember watching The Bionic Woman, and there was this one episode, I don't even know what the main story was, because it usually was somebody wasn't doing something nice, they were capturing criminals or something like that, you know, it was one of those shows. But there was this one man that this story was about, and he could go close his eyes and meditate and go inside and tell his cells what to do to heal himself, and he would heal himself. And I remember thinking, wow, that is so fabulous. I want to do that. Well, then years later, I'm listening to Abraham Hicks, and Esther says, Esther's channeling Abraham, and Esther says, talk to your cells. Tell your cells what you want them to do. So a few years ago when I was working in Idaho, you know, it was hard for me to go up the stairs, my legs and my back, and, you know, hard to breathe, getting up there and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to convince myself that my body is making happy new young cells every day. So every morning I tell myself, my body's making happy new young cells every day. And I just try and feel this like fluttering goodness going all over my body, in my blood, and to every cell, and that it's new and that it's happy. And you know what? Now when I go to work, I work in the same place but in a different city. Now I can run up the stairs in the morning. I'm a little bit out of breath sometimes, not gonna lie, you know, but guess what? I'm not beat by the time I get up those stairs. My feet and my legs are not killing me. I don't feel like I ran a marathon all day, you know. It's wonderful to run up the stairs at my age and to feel good about it, you know, and happy. So, yeah, let's work on that. All right, so there you go. That's my story about why my channel is named Panacea Ranch. And I hope you come back here now and then, or every day, or something like that, so you can see what I'm up to. All right, and please like this video more than anything. I want you to like it. But if you can go a little bit further than that and help me, you can subscribe. It's free, or go follow me on TikTok. I also have a page on Facebook called Panacea Ranch, where I post some things there. Yeah, so I just want you to know that you're worthy of happiness. You're worthy of love. So, and if you don't think so, then you got another thing coming. You need to focus on feeling that. Feeling, receiving, because there's only two ways of being. You can be open and receiving mode to all you desire, or you can be in resistance mode. There's only well-being and the resistance of well-being. That's all. Which one are you in? Let's work on it. If you're in the well-being, yay! Help me build up everyone, okay? I love you guys. Bye.